So good morning, everyone. My name is Tony Singh. I'm the iBwave sales engineer, and today I will be doing a product for our Epiq Scanner. Talks about how to do 5G and 4G testing. Few housekeeping items. You will all receive the recording of this presentation in the next couple of days up there. If you have a question, please make sure to put on a chat box up there, so that we received your question up there. And what we'll do is, in the end of the day, after this webinar is over, we'll spend 15 or 20 minutes just giving Q&A option. And if you want to do a more detailed demo, please reach out to sales@ibwave.com, and our sales team will set up a call with you to do a detailed demo. Okay. So let's talk about the Epiq Scanner. Well, one of the main thing in building anytime is make sure that, whether it's initially, for example, you need a building, you need a coverage. What do you do first? First, you figure out whether building need coverage or not. So you need a scanner to test it. Right? You can use a phone also, but the scanner have better sensitivity. It give more accurate data. Phones are different to different data. For example, Samsung phone will give a different reading compared to a Apple phone. So people rely on scanner. Now, the other thing in the scanner is people look for a scanner is like, hey, can we do a 4G testing? Can we do a 5G testing? And easy to use. So right now, what iBwave did is we partnered with a company called Epiq, and we brought best of both worlds. We provide a sort of software called Mobile Survey, and we have a partner, Epiq, they brought the scanner. But the good thing is we are the main distributor for them, so everything comes as a complete package to you. You don't have to go to another company for the scanner, for us for the software. We sell the whole complete package to you. Now, there's a thing in Mobile Survey and Mobile Survey's Epiq Scanner. What's the difference it is? So Mobile Survey, if you have a Mobile Survey on a laptop, you need an Android tablet to install Mobile Survey on your device. Now, if you have Mobile Survey, you can do two things. First, you can actually do a survey. If you do a basic survey, what I mean by site survey is environment surveys. You want to take a picture of, hey, where your IDF location is, where your MDF location is, where your riser is. You want to put notes up there. Hey, I want to run the cable this way. You can do that in Mobile Survey. We also have a capability of doing a Wi-Fi testing. So what the Android tablet, when you start your testing, you can basically capture whatever the Android tablet is seeing. We also have another functionality. You can add a SIM card. So suppose you have a operator, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile tablet up there, and you want to see, hey, exactly what kind of signal it is you're seeing up there. You can do that testing too with the SIM card. The only thing is it will only capture what the SIM card is saying. So a lot of time, that all the operators have multiple bands, so it will not scan all the bands for you. It will only scan the bands, one or two bands. In some case, operator allow you to scan, look at all the bands to do that. But think about application where you're doing private 5G. Now your private 5G is installed, you have a tablet, you put a SIM card in it, now you put our software, now you can capture the reading and you can show the data. Customer. Now with Epiq Scanner, we just go one step ahead. Right? Now you can do a public safety testing, you can do LTE testing, you can do 5G testing. So you can do all three of them. Now, one of the main challenges people have is investing in scanner is like, hey, it's very expensive. So one of the good thing about scanner is the cost is very, very low compared to other product in the market. Second thing is, biggest challenge you have is like, hey, you capture the data. Now you have to import the data into iBwave design software, and majority of time the data align properly, everything align properly. But you have two challenges. First is you export as a CSV file for one floor, import the file, and then you do that. Like for example, you have 10 floors, you have 10 channels you scan. Now you have to import all the 10 channels one by one. Then you have to do 10 times for 10 floors. So it's a repetitive process. It takes time. Another challenge is a lot of design engineer will tell you that a lot of time data align automatically where it's supposed to be walked, but sometimes data doesn't allow where it's supposed to walk. So then you have to move around the data in design software to match it accurately. Well, we spend a lot of hours. That was I used to manage a design team for a long time, and that was a problem we used to face all the time. So what I'm using Epiq and Mobile Survey, what you can do is you eliminate that need is auto sync. So whatever you capture, you can upload in the cloud. We call the Unity server, and you can download same time into your design software, and it align automatically. You don't have to import each channel, just one shot. Another thing is a lot of software scanners, we collect the data, then you need a post-processing software to get an output. Well, you don't need with this thing. You can show the data into a mobile survey also and create a report. It give you a report. It has some challenges, but it give you a report which can show to a customer very easily. But you can also import the data into design software, and then you can play around and you can do multiple flexibility. So you don't have to pay extra for post-processing software. So that's a saving too. So that's the advantage of scanners I'm talking about. Now let's see what the scanner look like, because I've been talking about a scanner, but I didn't show you the scanner. So let me show you the scanner look like. Give me 1 second, I'll change my screen so you can see my face also. My scanner sometimes move, so 1 second. Now this is the size of the scanner look like. If you look at my card, it's the same size. It's pretty compact. It's pretty compact size up there. So that's the size of scanner. Simple connection. It have a USB-C, so it connect directly to Android tablet. So again, for our scanner to work, you need Android tablet. And it power using your tablet up there. A lot of people ask question, how long it lasts? Well, it can last, it doesn't require a lot of power up there. It can easily last 5-6 hours. We also have way where you connect external battery to it, and it can last whole day for you. And if you can walk the whole day, great for you. Me, I take a break every hour. But yeah, it doesn't require a lot of power up there. It connects through USB-C to your tablet. This is simple 0 dB gain antenna, connector. So the cool thing is it's a one-time cost buying it. So you don't have to pay everything every year. Subscription for it, you buy it. Then what you need to do is every year we have a calibration, and our sales team can tell you the price for that. So you just get a calibrated product every year to make sure everything's working fine. But again, if you haven't done scanner, a lot of scanners are pretty good. They're good scanner in the market, but they're pretty big and bulky. Not every application you need a big scanner. So compared to this, just have in a pocket, it's easy to use. For example, we had a customer client which had a scanner. We went to market for a demo or for their product up there. The customer said, well, I have this building, can you do a coverage? Well, it's a simple scanner, was in backpack. He didn't, and he just do it pretty quickly. So that's a great thing about the scanner size. Let me go back to the screen. Okay. Now this is some detail about our scanner, right? Anything below 6 gigahertz, it can do testing for you. Whether it's private LTE, 5G, 4G, it'll be able to do testing for you. We can also use the scanner to do public safety grid testing. Now we're not covering this on this particular session, but we're going to have another demo session in sometime later on where you'll cover this topic up there. Again, like I said, it's pretty lightweight. You need an Android tablet for it. Best of both worlds. You get a great scanner from Epiq. You get a great software mobile server from us. And again, the best thing is we take care of it. We are the support group for it. You would buy everything from us. You don't have to go multiple places. Next, what you all came from is to see if we can do a product demo up there. So let's do a demo of the product. So one of the cool things for this particular scanner is you can have a free blind scan option and spectrum analyzer option. It's a part of the scanner. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's just part of it. So if you go to your laptop also, this feature, blind scan and spectrum analyzer, you can use your laptop also to connect this thing. So in this case, 192.168.3.1, that's input. Connect up there. I get two options, spectrum analyzer option, and I got PCA survey option. Okay, so let's go spectrum analyzer option. Now spectrum analyzer option, a lot of customers like it because they can see what signal it is. Also like it because if they're doing interference hunting, you can do that. And the best thing they like it is they don't have to pay extra for it. It's part of it. Now, like a lot of people, I don't remember what my band is, what frequency start is, what end is. It's okay if you don't know that. You can go set preset. You can say LTE, You can click, hey, downlink, and it actually this one. But if I want to go back, I can pick. So it's there. Information is there. You can also, for example, one of our customer had like a interference issue. So they say something suddenly comes up there, and we don't know. So if you look at bottom up there, I call this waterfall feature, where you can see signal coming in the bottom. So you can see, hey, is something coming up there? For example, this signal is consistent up here. So something is transmitting all the time. But you can do a trace enable max. So now even the signal come for 1 second, it's saved up here. And then you can say, I did, okay, this particular frequency, like 80 dBm signal is coming up there. So it's very, very good for interference hunting. We also have option of trace markers up there. You can easily add marker up here. You see the value on the bottom, and you can go next peak. You can move around to the peaks up there. Now again, we have different presets up here. If you want to do some different frequency up there, you can do anything you want. You can go Wi-Fi, you can go Bluetooth, you can CDMA, GSM, LTE, 5G NR. You can pick any frequency you want. So that's the first option up there. Again, it's completely free. It's a part of the package. You don't have to pay extra for it. Now let's do a blind scan option. Now, why does blind scan is very, very important? Well, when you go to a walk-in venue, you're expecting, hey, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile give you the information, what channel they're transmitting, and you get that information. In reality, it's very, sometimes you get the information, majority of time you don't have the information. A lot of time, now the market is changing, it's become more enterprise customer. So what that basically means is your enterprise customer reach out to you and you're doing some work. And you have to find these frequencies, what to test, because you cannot test everything to anything. You need to test right frequencies up there. So that's where blind scan come into picture. Again, an option is free. Easy to do blind scan. This is a pre-frequency tested up there. I can go plus sign. I like blind survey. And I can pick frequencies up there. I can do LTE. I can select LTE. I can select 5G. Now, I can select all the bands in LTE, or I can say remove all of the bands. So now in this particular case, I'll just pick AWS and AWS1. The reason I'm picking it because scanning will take time and we are doing a demo. I want to keep it demo quick and easy so we can spend more time in Q&A. And same thing 5G. I can do all the testing, or I can just say, you know what, I don't know everything. I'll just do free frequencies. So I'm picking this 2 frequencies and click the check mark. So now I'll do start scanning. The way it scans is, it first scan LTE and then it scan 5G NR. If you see L and N, L for LTE, 5G NR basically N. Now it'll scan, it'll tell you that, hey, there's the combination of 10,050 channels. And this many channels scan. Let's keep going. Same thing, NR, you have 2 band, 380 channels. Signal in my house is not the best, reality is. So I get hit and miss on 5G NR coverage. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, it's already do. So this says band 2. That's a band 2, 1900 pieces. It tells you what channel number it is, 850, what operator is, T-Mobile. It'll tell you PCI, it'll tell you RSRP, RSRQ, and sign on. And this is basically information you need for in building purpose majority of time. So let's keep the scanning going on. A good practice is when you have to check a building, I always recommend don't go inside the building and test, because hey, the reason people call you is because they don't have coverage. Now, if you go inside the building, you will not see anything. So it's a good idea you go outside the building and do testing. Okay. So like I said, now I just want to do 5G scan. As soon as I get one channel, I'll stop testing it so we can complete it. And again, please put your questions, what you have. We're going to cover the question in the end of the sessions. Okay, so cool. So if you notice it, if you give time, it'll tell you what operator is, what information is. So in this case, it'll give an idea. Hey, this is the channel, band tune, 850 channel, and T-Mobile. Okay, let's do 5G NR, and it's 2396970 T-Mobile. I'm just stopping this one, so you just keep going up there. So this is a blind scan option up there, simple and easy. Again, this feature you can use on your laptop too. You can connect your scanner to your laptop and you can go work up there. Now, what will go into a mobile survey option, how to do it. Now, just remember, you need an Android tablet. And when you do the testing, reality is you put your device to an airplane mode. So what happened is, if I put a device to airplane mode, I cannot share my screen. So in this particular case, we have an emulator, an Android emulator installed on a machine. So we're going to use that one. Okay, I have to change my screen. Sometimes the emulator is tricky. So let me change my screen so you can see my screen. Okay. Hopefully you can see my screen now. So there's a software called iBwave Survey, which is called Mobile Survey. If you go to, you can easily double click on the software, open it up. Something like this screen will come up. The first time you open a screen, something like this particular option you'll see. Now there's a couple of options up there. You go to plus sign. You can click on a new project. You can open the file from server. So whenever you purchase Mobile Survey, you get 10 GB of space. It's a cloud space. This allows you to talk between your design software and the Mobile Survey. So for example, let's talk about like, hey, I have a company, I have engineers in the field, and I have a design engineer. So as a design engineer, I can take the project, import all the floor plans, set up the design file, upload in the cloud, and you can download from it. So just click on this option. So again, every time you purchase Mobile Survey, you get a 10 GB space. So this is all different projects up there. I have a lot of projects created up there under my name. So this is one option. Now in this particular option, what we're going to do is, for today practice purpose, I'm going to show you a project which I have done. And let's go there. New survey. And let's call just demo. And create a project. Now you can come and do properties. You can name the project. You can put other details up there, address. You can put all the details if you want. Again, for timing purpose, I'm just showing you the main features up there today. But you can call us and we can do a detailed demo for you guys. Now let's go add a floor plan. It have a couple of features. It can also go to your outdoor map. You can do that. So suppose you have a building and you want to outdoor, you can do that. You can go to a captured map. It'll go to the GPS location, or you can click on this thing. Now this is my laptop, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you can go there. You can put the address also if you don't want to have address. But let's in this case, what we're going to do is we'll select a picture. It can take JPEG, it can take PNG, it can take PDF. So I said this is the floor plan. Now this is important because reality is majority of time when we request a project to walk, sometimes you don't have the floor plan. You take a fire exit plan. So I'm showing the worst case scenario, but if you guys are lucky, you will get the floor plans, all the details up there. So let's click on this scale, select on the 3 dots, and unselect this thing. So 20 feet. My scale is done. The only thing is required is scale is done. Now, these are the rulers, push pin, markup, modeling, different options. This is the thing site survey option I was talking about. Again, we have a floor plan. I set the scale. The first option is basic. Basics option tells you like, okay, you want to make some notes up there. For example, if I want to put a cable route and say, hey, you know what, my cable is run from this room up here. If you can notice it, it'll tell you exactly how the cable run. It'll give you design engineer option up there. Now, again, we're not covering this today, but we will have another demo sometime soon, which talk about how to do site survey, which is very useful. Second aspect of it, we can do grid testing also. Like I said, public safety grid testing. If you want to do it, we can do that also. I can add a grid and I can test. Again, we're not covering this today, but we will cover in another demo. But that feature is there. Now let's do a survey. This is what you came from. This is the project up there. Now again, there's another option called SA standalone or a spectrum analyzer mode. You can connect up there and you can do that when you connect to your tablet. Now in this one, this doesn't work. So that's why I have to go 192.168.3.1 and show you how to do it. Let's do a new survey. Now, active survey are more like for Wi-Fi, so it's not for us. Think about active survey. It's like in cellular world, we do uplink, downlink. Same thing in Wi-Fi world, they do ping testing, upload, download, how much you get. Now, let's do a 5G and LTE survey. So first thing, when you select 5G, it asks for a band, right? So if you remember our band, what we had, band 2, 19 PCS. Then you have to specify channel. If you don't specify channel, it'll take all the bands up there. So I just know my channel number is 396.970. Just press enter. Same thing on LTE. Up there, you can select band 2, or we can select band 2 up here again too. And in this particular case, let's still select 850 channel 850. Again, this is a T-Mobile channel in this case up there. So I added 2 channels and I can go, it's a stop and go. If you look at another option at the bottom, it's also asked for our scanner or device hardware. Remember I told you initially, we can also do a SIM card testing or Wi-Fi testing. If you do that, use a device hardware view option. But in this case, we're doing scanner. You can do stop go also in scanner, but we're doing continuous testing. I click start. Now I click on a point. Okay. So it'll say initializing. It takes a few seconds up there. I always say that whenever your start point is, take your time at the start point. Take 30 seconds up there, the start point, everything is good to go. Then you go. And the green light means it's good to go. Now let's walk. I'm walking the straight thing. So all this data selected. I said, okay, I'm keep walking. Trust me, today I'm like a flash. I can walk this whole floor in a minute, which reality I will not able to do it. Okay. Okay. Only time you have to change when you change the direction, just like any stop testing up there, you know, you change the direction, you just have to point up there. In this case, I'm pointing this, so collected. I can say done. I click OK. Okay, so we have this thing option called interpolation. It tells you like based on the data points how the signal look like. In this case, signal looks great, beautiful signal. Right. Now we also have, if you look on the top, you have different values. Let's do PCS LTE. You can select the technology. Then you can also have option to select channel. Like in this case, I only select 850 channel, but you can have multiple channel subbands. So 850. Then you can have multiple PCIs, like okay, PCI 399, PCI 183. If you see value up here, there's some value changes up there, so you notice that. And then you have RSRP plot, you have a RSRQ plot, or SINR plot, so you have different values up there. Now let's do 5G NR. Same thing, you can select channel, you can select PCI, and you can select secondary RSRQ, SINR, different values. So now again, it'll give me interpolation option, see if signal is good or not, but that's it. Now the data is collected. Now let's go back. Suppose you have Unity server and you want to share with your teammate, which a lot of people do, because end of the day, majority of customers take the data into iBwave, or they export the CSV, or they use post-processing software. Great thing iBwave is I don't need a post-processing software. I can show this report to a client, right? Or I can upload the design software, my design engineer can see the data and can do the testing. Now let's do, if I do the cloud, I can click on this option and it'll say project, ask for some information and can upload on the cloud. But if I don't want to do that, you just have this option, you don't have a design repairs, you want to create a report. Well, we can do that too. I click on PDF, I click on project. I have option what to select. I can select annotation, which I don't have any. Annotations are like points, like, okay, there's cable route up there, other information, but let's do that also. I can go up here and have option, okay, what to select, what 5G and both is. Then also option is what values I want to need, RSI, RSRP, RSRQ sign on, and whether option enable interpretation or not. So I click this and I run, and I say just demo, just demo 626. Fine. So think about, you have project information, it'll take you the name of the project, it'll be other details. It'll tell you the plot, it'll tell you, okay, this the values, this is a legend. So now you can print or give a customer the information up there you wanted. So that basically cover the demo for today. A quick demo of the, right, the product up there we have. Now I want to show you another slide. 1 second. On screen. Before doing Q&A, I just want to show you a couple more things. So the product. So the first thing I want to show you is, the first thing we're going to talk about is we have another demo coming up. It's just for public safety. So you can scan it, scan the barcode, it'll take you to register for the Subrico survey. So I'll leave it there for like 30 seconds. Or you can go to our website, you'll see the same thing, request up there. Next is, since you have been awesome people listening to me, and we have a free trial. You can download Mobile Survey, you can do a free trial for 15 days. If you want to do that, there's a code for that. Okay. If some of you are so impressed with my training that you want to buy it, then you can buy it too. And majority of them, I know that I'm a good trainer, but not a great trainer. You'll still have a lot of questions, which is great. The next step is you reach out to our sales team and we can do a detailed one-on-one demo with you. We can answer your question, your concerns, figure out a way to help you and better support you. So I'm going to leave it up here for some time, and then I'm going to open the session with all the questions you guys have. So I'll cover as much possible. And the reason I kept this demo short and sweet so that we can spend a lot of time on the questions up there. So please feel free to ask a question, because that's what we're here for. Okay. Okay. Daniel, are you good? I can. I'm going to start working on a Q&A.
Sure, Tony, sounds good. We can leave this slide on so our attendees can scan the code, but we can go to the questions, no problem.
Perfect. And so cool, guys. All the questions we have up here. The first question is: we already have iBwave mobile for building survey and pictures. Can we get a demo scanner to try? Yes, you can, but you need to reach out to our sales team and they have to work with you. So the sales team will do a role for you. You should know your sales point of contact, but if you don't know, send email to sales@ibwave.com and a sales contact will reach out to you. We can understand your needs. If you are in Dallas area, then I can meet you in person and I can show you the product too. Okay. The next question is, can we do survey for multiple providers same time? Answer is yes. This particular product can do multiple operators same time. It doesn't care. It just scan channels. It doesn't care. It's T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T. What its limitation is, it's like, again, it can do 7 channels comfortably. After 7 channels, you have to walk a little bit slower. Okay. So yes, so a lot of our operator, for example, a client we have, they are AT&T client. One client is neutral host client, but they only scan the higher level channels. They do one high, one low channel scan. So they're using this product all the time. Another question is, do you offer eSIM support? Well, eSIM, we don't do the eSIM thing. That's a product manufacturer to product manufacturer. Like, hey, Apple support eSIM. Well, this doesn't work on Apple, but if Android starts supporting eSIM and you can capture the data through the eSIM, we haven't tried it yet, but that's a very, very good question. I want to talk to my product team that what happened when eSIM, but I'm sure there's a way to capture the data from eSIM too, just like a normal SIM. But it's more like a cell phone operator or tablet operator, if they can allow it or not. From our side, whether we can capture the data or not, I have to double check it, but I don't think so should be an issue. The one other question was, how was the scanner able to tell which operator used what band? Is it preferred in it? Okay, so it tells basically on the each frequency, it demodulated the E frequency. There's MCC information and other cool information. I'm not exactly what it is, but that's the way it decoded what operator transferred what. And again, we tested this for a lot of different operators. Like, for example, we went for Facebook CBRS testing, so we can tell you what CBRS it transferred by Facebook. As long as that information is coded in that particular operator, it can easily detect it. For example, T-Mobile, we do demo for T-Mobile and show them, hey, this is the frequency you have. So we double check it. Yes, it can. Very good question about GPS. Do you also support outside survey with GPS? Unfortunately, not at this time. So for if you do outdoor survey, you can do it. You can do a campus walk. I walk my neighborhood. In fact, I walked as an engineer. You're always a geek. I walk my trails with my scanner, but you have to pinpoint it. Whenever you change the direction, you have to pinpoint it. So yeah, I wish there was GPS, but unfortunately not this time. But you have to pinpoint it. So I walk my there's a park. I walk everything but I have to pinpoint everything where I go.
Hey Tony, I believe that the GPS feature is on the roadmap, right?
Yeah, it's on the roadmap. It's not there right now, but yeah.
Those should be available by the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and again, I think this particular demo was majority of time to give an idea what product you have. But yeah, you're more than happy to set up a time and we can do that more. Scanner can support 4x4 MIMO configuration. At this particular point, it doesn't decode like what is a ISO signal, what's MIMO signal. It just gives you one value up there. So yeah, it's not able to decode like, okay, MIMO 1, MIMO 2, MIMO 3, MIMO 4. It doesn't do that. But again, that's also in roadmap that, hey, if you want to have like it's a ISO signal, there's a MIMO 1, so different one up there. So it's also a roadmap feature up there. What are the limitations, if any, down at 400 megahertz tetraband? Well, it have to, for public safety or a tetraband, we need to have a P25 signal. It doesn't do a non-continuously. That I think that's where your next question is. Can you do non-modulated carrier wave. At this point, we don't support non-modulated carrier wave. What does basically means analog signal. So we don't support analog signal. We support digital signals. So in public safety, in realm, it can do P25, but it cannot do analog signal. Majority of operator are public safety are doing analog P25, so it can easily decode that. What is different with on-go test and continuous test? Well, very good question about that. So a lot of time, a lot of customers, what they do is they don't want to test all the location. For example, a lot of in-building, what they want to test is under each antenna, they want to test is make sure antenna transmitting. So you don't want to continuously walk in point up there. So stop and go testing means you only do testing at a spot. In between, it doesn't take any reading. So when you click it, it'll take the reading and stop. When you go to the next point, you click the reading, it stops. So the value is only at that specific point. There's no value between these 2 points. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, I think that's the only questions I have. Okay, there's no more questions for me. No, there's one more came because I'm good, but not that good that I can answer all your questions. If you're using iBwave Mobile without the scanner, I assume you need to swap out the SIM for each carrier you want to test. That's right. So if you have like a, you have 2 ways to do it. You get 3 phones and put mobile survey on each phone and you walk that way. So because again, mobile survey is not very, very expensive. The feature by itself, it really add value to it. So you can do that. Another cool thing with the mobile survey is we have this thing called floating license. We will not make you, suppose you have 10 engineers. I used to have like around 6 engineers work for me in the field, but they all work in different regions. Now, I don't have to buy 6 times the mobile survey software. What I used to buy is floating software. So at a time, only 2 people can use it because we used to have the case when both people need same time. So yeah, you can use mobile survey without scanner. And if you want to do, you can, if you're like me, you don't want to walk 3 times, I'll put it 3 devices, each for each operator, and run the mobile survey because it's start and stop only. So this way I don't have to walk it again. So that's the way to do it. Stop and go generate heat maps. Yes, it do the interpolation map that, hey, how the signal from that particular point look like. So yeah. Does it work via Bluetooth? Well, technically it's installed on your device. So whether it's Android tablet or this thing, so there's nothing physical connection to Bluetooth. So for example, you want this particular software, you install on your phone. So any Android phone or Android tablet, you can install the software. So you don't need any Bluetooth option. So I can take Android phone, like I have the software on my phone. So when I do test, I want to scan whatever my coverage is on my phone, I can do that. That's a party trick for me. I go to parties and show off like, hey, I know this thing. I can tell you what signal you have or not, which is a very, very bad party trick. People will not invite you anymore. So don't do that. And if I didn't answer your question correctly, or you think it's still not clear, you can put your question back in there and I can try to go back and answer it. Okay. Well, I'll give you a couple of more minutes, but let me talk about why this particular product is unique. You know, the first thing is when I used to manage my own team of engineers to do testing, I need a cost-effective solution, because the thing is, like I said, I have 6 engineers throughout the US, and I need the equipment, all of them on it. In a perfect world, each person should have a scanner. Reality is scanners were expensive. I could not afford it, so we should ship from one location to another. It was very, very expensive ordeal for me. So that's the one thing. The scanner is cost-effective. Second thing you look in scanners, it's accurate or not. This is a perfectly accurate scanner. This particular application because came for DoD. In a government application, this particular Epiq scanner was created for government application, and from there they derived this version for commercial application. Right? The thing is, as anybody else in the market, the cost become a factor. You don't want to pay for extra feature like blind scan. You don't want to pay extra feature for spectrum analyzer. Now you both have it. You can use with your tablet or you can use with a laptop. Right? Third thing is, end of the day is you don't want to pay for post-processing, right? You collect the data. Why do I pay for post-processing again? Well, either you can use Mobile Survey to process the data and give the report to the customer, or you can import and design enterprise software. You can create a report and give you that. Now, the last thing is for me was like, hey, every time I import the data, every time I import CSV file manually, it was a lot of work. It was painful work, but a lot of work. It's a tedious work. It's not like a design engineer should be spending time on it because, but we used to do it. Then you hope that data align properly. If the data doesn't align properly, think about like you have 10 channels, you have to move the data around 10 times. It takes a lot of time. I have a client, when I told them that, hey, it sync automatically with your design enterprise software, he told me that, Tony, the software and the scanner pay off itself after second project combined. And he says, this was my biggest pain point and you guys resolved it. So that's advantage of this product is there. Okay, so I have a couple of more questions came, so I'm gonna answer that. If you're using on a several phones, I just install iBwave on each handset, yes. So suppose you have 3 devices, you install one device for AT&T, one for Verizon, one T-Mobile, install Mobile Survey on 3 devices up there, right? And you do testing that way. So you'll have 3 devices, all 3 devices have a Mobile Survey, and you capture the data that way. We don't have a centralized, everything connects to that. We don't have that approach. So it will be each individual. So you'll have like when I used to do upload, download test up there and just walk around. So it still have to pinpoint up there, but there's a way of doing it. The RSRQ value accurate with passive testing. Well, there's only passive testing. Active testing is more like, so yes, this is accurate value. Because active testing is only for Wi-Fi, and that is related to upload, download, speed, and ping. I have nothing to do with signal reading KPIs. Okay, see more questions. Okay. I don't see any more questions, Daniel. So again, I really appreciate all you guys coming to the demo. Again, we will send you the information in next couple of weeks, the recording of it. But if you have a question, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn also. You can reach out to me there. You can email our sales team, and we will love to do a private demo for you, answer any of your questions. And meantime, if you want to download mobile surveys, please scan it and download it. It's a free thing. It's one of the strongest. People don't use mobile survey for site survey, environment survey. It's very good. Think about it. You don't have to take how people do it traditionally. They go to venue, take a picture, make notes, come back, put in a PowerPoint, send to a design engineer. This will eliminate the need of it. And then scanner by itself, like I said, I have a couple of clients. It's like, hey Tony, after second walk, it paid for itself and so that's a great thing what this product is. Since there's no more question, Daniel, I have no more question up there. I can wait for some more minutes. Or if you want to stop.
We can end the session. Thanks for the presentation, and thanks everyone for joining. We'll get back to you with the presentation, and if you have any more questions, just let us know.
Yeah, thank you once again, everybody. It was great. Thank you for all the questions. I really appreciate that. I know I'm a good trainer, but not a great. So please feel free to email us, and we're happy to answer your question. And if you want to set up a demo with us individually, please reach out to sales@ibwave.com. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.